Just press up to use the door.
So basically, this is a giant tutorial to help you get used to things.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as we get into a level, maybe I'll get into the anime update, but I want to get in on all the dialogue here. If you're in a hurry, try a pirate flare. Buccaneers use them to return quickly to their ships. Oh, yeah. Let's see that library card. Golly, they say the camera adds 5 pounds. But in your case, it gave you blonde hair and a totally amazing face. Amazing!
Different face.
Alright, totally different face. Amazing! Head down this path to reach Sequin Land Palace and the library. Good luck! Oh wait, one last thing. You haven't saved your game since you got here. That save room is right behind you. Use it before you leave town, okay?
Yeah, might as well.
I don't think Alex understands my dedication to the role.
Would you like to save?
Oh, yay, I get to see boobs bounce in front of my face. That's always the most enjoyable part of my job. Look, before people get on my case, almost every girl in this game is a busty gal. And on top of that, they tend to, well, bounce. So, you know what? I'd be that guy too. Would you like to save your game? Everything over there. Bouncy, bouncy.
You got the monster milk. More monster milk.
Oh, look, more boob jokes I can make.
Ow.
I'd like to see the monster that made that milk. I'm horribly sexist. No, not really not. So yeah, I guess we're in the next level, so, or at least we're on our way to the next level.
It's kind of a mini level. We're not getting to like a real full level for a bit here.
So let me go ahead and do my first ever Friday Drak's Anime Update! So again, I've been doing these on Wednesday, and I'm up to Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket. Or as I like to call it, Digimon, the Gundam series. Because 80% of all the kids are played by, you guessed it, Digimon voice actors.
Oh, of course.
I mean, for crying out loud, the main character is played by Izzy. So
Mona Marshall.
So Mona Marshall, the girlfriend, or I'm going to call her the girlfriend, because she's like the girl in the classroom that actually talks to him, is played by Rika.
Okay, Melissa Fawn.
Melissa Fawn. Melissa Fawn, a.k.a. Edward. Edward from Cowboy Bebop, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then the kids are all... Actually, I got that wrong. The main character is played by the person who plays Calamon.
Okay, that would be Brie Ambrosi.
Yes. Then one of his friends is played by Mona Marshall.
Okay.
And then the other one, I believe, is played by... I think it's the same... We looked this up because it sounded familiar, but we didn't know how. I think it's the same voice of Agumon?
Okay. I don't know the voice of Agumon.
Like, we looked it up. We looked it up and found out it was, like, Agumon. But all the kids are, like, Digimon actors. So, that's the funniest part about that whole series is, like, when they get to a classroom scene, it's like, oh, look, it's Digimon time! Pretty soon they're going to pull out the cards.
That's actually amazing, considering, like, of the 2 Gundam shows I've seen, they've been dubbed in Canada, so yeah. I had no idea there was any dubbed in California.
Well, from what I understand, like, when you get the the OVAs, they actually get a different crew to do them, and so a lot of those actors kind of show up. The one that actually still surprises me to this day, and maybe you know what I'm talking about, I don't know the guy's name, but he works for Viz. He's got a Viz contract, and he plays Troll Barton in Wing.
Okay.
But he also played Moroku in Inuyasha. So he's got, and I've heard his voice in, I think, Bleach and a couple of other Viz series. So he's got the Viz contract, and I know Sunrise never worked with Viz. So he actually did do work for Gundam.
Oh.
Oh, hi. Look, it's Macho Man.
Bolo, what are you doing here?
Everyone in Scuttletown thinks I'm a screw-up, oh yeah! So I'm picking up odd jobs at the palace. Painting fences, installing locks, and whatnot, yeah!
And now you're babysitting?
And now I'm going for the WWE title, and Hulk Hogan ain't gonna stop me whatsoever! Oh, the undead kids you're asking about? Nah, they're just here to chew the fat, oh yeah!
Wow.
Actually, you know what? That was a pretty badass promo, so let's just give a hand to Drak, okay?
I can't escape. Got any flesh pops on you? I need like 3 of them. Yeah. You can find them in the sewers below the palace.
Ow, that hurts after a while.
It hurted my ears, too.
Hi.
It's okay, I'll dial this down. So,
What's up, sir?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just flummoxed because I dropped something very important down the drain. You see, I'm a traveling brochure salesman. Oh my gosh.
That's a very interesting profession. You must have seen some exciting things in your travels.
It's also pretty piss poor because I don't even get enough money for the brochures. Travels? I've lived here in front of the palace my whole life. I'm like a Walmart greeter.
Huh? But I thought you said...
Oh, your generation makes me sick with your arrogance. I'm not a brochure salesman who travels. No, I sell traveling brochures. There's a difference. And I dropped my very last vacation brochure down this drain.
I'm gonna start voicing all the characters. You're gonna keep doing that.
Disgusting.
that's his thoughts on Alex voicing all the characters that I'm doing so great on. Hey, you know what? I cut an awesome promo on the guy as Macho Man, okay?
Oh my, the blue-haired lad installed our new lock backwards, upside down and inside out. Now we're trapped in here without the royal gate key. Sob. I'm doing this too.
I wasn't wet.
I haven't seen you in a while. What's the matter?
Oh, you know, post-boss syndrome. Now you are embarked on a new adventure, I feel like I'm destined because I'm some kind of fellow boss.
Not sure I follow.
You know, I was a major enemy last time, but this time, I just feel like we're going to travel to have the battle again, just to round off the package.
Package?
You wouldn't understand. I need to get away someplace warm.
Maybe it's time for a vacation, Squid Baron. A change of perspective could do you good.
Say, you might be onto something. I've always had a fairly flat view of the world. Kinda staring at the 4 same walls, you know. Repetitive, high-stress music. I could use a change of scenery.
There you go.
If you think of a good vacation spot, please let me know. Meantime, I'll go cry in a corner.
Oh, he's so cute.
Aww.
Poor guy.
Let me guess, we need to bring the travel brochure to him.
Yeah, but that's a later quest. We can't do that right now.
So anyway, on to the Gundam update here. Oh, crap.
Yeah, go ahead.
I busted my chair. Okay, I fixed it. So yeah, I'm in 0080 War in the Pocket, and I don't remember what episode it was, but I've actually watched the first 2 episodes kind of setting things up. But just to bring people up to speed, here we go. The series follows the character Alfred, a little boy in school, during the events just before the first Gundam series. And the reason I know that is because the most recent episode actually has the events of Gundam 0079, aka the first series, unfold. So, like, the Gundam is first discovered, and he's kicking Zeon butt, kind of thing. So you get that in perspective. And Alfred lives in a colony that is right in the middle of the zone. So it's neutral territory. So he has to deal with both the Earth Federation, aka the Feddies, and the Principality of Zeon. Except Alfred is kind of biased when it comes to the mobile suits of both factions. He's very pro-Zeon. He loves the Zakus and in fact has a Zeon medal, and so he actually wants to be part of Zeon.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a kid, and kids have issues, including the fact that his parents just don't plain get him. I swear, he's teenager levels of emo, and he's like 9 years old.
All right.
Okay. And so he's trying to figure out his way out of this dilemma until he meets Bernie, who is a Zeon soldier, after they do kind of a mock attack on the colony that he lives in. Because, lo and behold, The Earth Federation is building a secret mobile suit in his colony. It's almost like we've heard that story before.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
like
we kind of know this already, but the Earth Federation were actually working on numerous prototypes in a bunch of neutral colonies, because at this point, it's very much like Seed for Alex to understand, where they came up with the Jinn, and the most that the Earth Federation actually had was fighters. So,
Hey, Flesh Pops, did you get those for me? Yeah! Awesome sauce, yes, these'll do the trick, yeah! By the way, if you're heading up to the palace, return this royal gate key, will you? Some idiot must have lost it, yeah!
gross. It's covered in bite marks.
Yeah, I found it in my mouth an hour ago, here you go! Yeah!
okay, so there you go. We have our royal gate key. And so, yes, Alfred or Al.
Oh, could it be? You have the royal gate key. Would you like to pass it through to me, please?
Hey, we gave the gate key. Now we can never get in.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Now I can unlock this. Unfasten that, reattach, and
Tab A goes to
there.
slot B.
Sequin Land Palace is once again open to the public. Please come inside.
Okay.
Welcome to Sequin Land Palace.
I swear, they need a Bender voice.
I hear the Sultana is traveling. I worry when she's so far from the palace.
Well, we're boned. She's off traveling again.
What's that smell? Uh-oh, this is not my armor.
Aha. So good to know that your armor is interchangeable.
The Royal Library, through this door and across the hall.
I'm guessing this is going to take us to the next level.
No, still no.
Nope.
We gotta get the map.
I'm the map.
Oh, let's see. I need the professor here.
Oh, good news, everyone! A visitor! Let's have a look at you. Ooh, this library card doesn't fool these old eyes. Oh no! You used to come here all the time. The relic hunter's daughter, right?
Yes, well, he's my uncle.
Oh, and what's this, court summons?
He gave summons.
Oh, it says here that, yes, scissors, jigsaw, goat mouth, rule 34, what's that? What? They mean to cut off that long, winsome hair? Oh no! Oh, bad news, everyone. That will never do. Why don't I just, file these papers away until the Sultana returns? Yes, I'd like to give you a knowing wink now, but sadly my eyelids no longer work. Please take whatever you came for.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so it looks like we won't have to worry about that. The hollow globe contains a secret.
You
got the Forbidden Isles map.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
So just as
Oh yeah.
just as she was in Half Genie Hero, Christina V again voices Shantae in this.
So,
This is actually the first game she voiced for Shantae.
as people can obviously tell.
Yeah.
I don't think she voiced her in DS.
No.
That would be early.
The DS has a voice, but it's a different actress.
Yeah. Well, and also a lot of DS games, like some of them did come with voices, most didn't. So I wouldn't be surprised in that regard, because Nintendo still needs to figure out how voices work. Cough, cough, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've probably noticed that this game also has these sort of on-again, off-again voices.
Yes,
I
but it
mentioned-
doesn't interchange between them.
Yeah. But I mentioned this when we played Half Genie Hero. There was a Kickstarter stretch goal, because this game was kickstarted. There was a stretch goal to give it full voice acting and full.
Just to clarify to people, are we talking about Half Genie Hero or this one?
This one. Half Genie Hero actually didn't have a Kickstarter. I might have said it did, but I was wrong. So this one was kickstarted. Half Genie Hero was just its thing. It's fully self-financed by Way Forward and probably other investors. So yes, as I mentioned, there was a Kickstarter stretch goal to get full voice acting and full animation cutscenes. Unfortunately, it fell short of that goal, so Way Forward just had to use what they could get and do what they could do.
Yep.
Okay, so let me go ahead and resume here. So again, Al meets Bernie, and Bernie's a Xeon pilot, so obviously it's like his dream come true, right? He gets to meet an actual Xeon pilot, and it just so happens that Bernie is there with a Xeon unit to investigate the mysterious Fetty presence at this colony, which, spoiler alert, is because they're making a Gundam there.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're going to love this next little detail, because I don't think I've actually disclosed it yet. And in the episodes that have actually led up to this, Al has basically kind of conned his way onto the Xeon team. Because basically he's made the threat of, if you don't let me on the Xeon team, I'm totally going to call you guys pedophiles.
Wow.
Or something like that, or say you kidnapped me. And they can't afford to be caught, because they're Xeon. So at that point, they'd be arrested, but then they'd be subject to being a prisoner of war. So they kind of reluctantly bring him on, but then put him on missions to keep him occupied. And most of the time, they put him with Bernie. Because Bernie actually is like the rookie pilot amongst them. So he gets kind of mocked, and Al doesn't really understand why. The other character I need to bring up is Chris, is her name. Mm-hmm. She is actually a Federation pilot, and she just so happens to be Al's neighbor. Oh, holy crap.
Melt!
Oh, there you go. Your max hearts have increased by 1. And only so many heart squids had to die because of you.
Many hot squids don't.
You see that, PETA?
Don't encourage
Please.
PETA, please.
No, you know what? I am going to encourage PETA, because PETA won't show up.
PETA, you act like you have fire. You have none.
So you want to show up? Be my guest. Come at me, Scrub Lord. I'm ripped.
We could buy the shampoo. Cookie cream.
Wait, what did it do? Upgrade your hair to deal more damage. Because it's squeaky clean! I'm gonna have fun with this game. Anyway, so yeah, we meet Chris, and she's kind of a Federation employee. Bernie's the Xeon pilot. So they kind of set up that there's going to be a conflict between these two at the end. And the last episode that I just barely saw is Bernie and Al had actually accidentally come across the facility. And they confirmed that a Gundam was in fact being built there.
Mm-hmm.
So the last episode that I watched was for the Xeon team to go invade the facility and see if they could either capture the Gundam or destroy it. But we find out a couple of interesting factoids because of that. One, it looks like either A, this team has been sent on a suicide mission.
Right.
Because they're not being sent back up. Or B,
Well, what took you so long?
well, I'll finish this up in a second.
I found this at the library. A map of the Forbidden Isles, just like you said.
Huh? I guess the little good for nothing is good for something after all.
I love it. Her bra forms a skull. Not only a skull, a Dr. Wily skull.
So, will you let me help?
No, seriously, look at that thing. That could be Dr. Wily's ship. Right there.
Only if you agree to do exactly what I say when I say it. The Pirate Master is my foe to contend with, not yours. And when this is over, we go our separate ways.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's a deal. Let's beat this guy together and save Sequin Land. Hold on. How do I know you won't pull a fast one?
Would I lie to you with these boobs?
Can I just also point out the irony here? Like I said, every female character we come across is a busty gal, except Shantae.
Yeah, she's actually kind of...
Actually, yeah, she is like the least busty in this town. How is she not resentful like every other anime character would be?
I don't know. No
Okay.
A-cup angst for her.
Say hello to the steam-powered Oceanic Tinkertub Mark II.
Mark II? What happened to the first one?
I'd rather not talk about it. You happen to it! Get on board before I change my mind!
I should also mention Christina also plays Risky Boots.
All right, so now we get access to a new area, Saliva Island. Oh, jeez. I mean, I'll compliment the writing, but
Oh.
the Rule 34 here. How could we avoid it?
This is it!
Saliva Island.
Unless we can find another map, this is the end of the line.
I'm ready for anything.
Oh my gosh, they changed her outfit.
A little bit.
Where'd you get those clothes?
Below deck.
She's got a belt. She's got.
There's all kinds of fun stuff to wear. Most of the clothes were much too roomy, though.
Stay away from my personal effects.
Gosh, I've never been so far from the mainland. It's pretty here.
Don't be deceived. The pirate master draws power from this place. There's a
Den of evil.
hidden somewhere on this island. You're going to find it.
What about you? You're not coming?
Not this time.
But I'm sure if we work together...
I said no, and I meant it. I have my reasons.
Oh, I see. You're scared.
How dare you? I will gut you like a mackerel.
Sheesh, learn to take a joke.
Get out of that silly outfit.
Aw, you're no fun.
Rep to go.
Right to go.
Okay, so let me go ahead and resume here. In the episode, we find out that basically the Xeon team has either been sent on a suicide mission. Like, Xeon is basically saying if you succeed, then great, but if not, you're done, and we're not going to acknowledge your existence. Or they actually may have been a decoy, and they actually sent in a more elite team to do their job for them. But maybe that team hasn't actually started their attack run yet. But they can't necessarily... They have to prepare for either or. So they actually do assault the factory, and we do find the new, and you're going to love this, Gundam Alex.
Nice.
Yes, it's literally called the Alex. We hear it a couple times, especially from Chris, who, I haven't confirmed this, but I strongly think she's the pilot for the Alex. So yeah, there you go. You're in Gundam, Alex. You are, in fact, a Gundam.
All right.
A Gundamu.
I got them all.
A Gundamu. Gundamu. Gundamu.
So basically the way that the episode ends is unfortunately they didn't succeed. Chris actually was able to get to the Alex to fend off their team member who was in a Zaku. A unique Zaku. I don't even know the name of the model because I've only seen it in the OVAs. And in fact, I love it because it's actually one of the few things that I've ever seen like wield like a beam shotgun kind of thing. So it's really cool. And the episode literally ends with most of Bernie's team dead and him pointing a gun at Al. Because the part I didn't mention here is part of the reason that they got that there was issues is because Al was there. And he wasn't supposed to be.
No.
By the way.
Many years ago, I came to this island with my beloved bride to be. Our only wish was to be joined in holy matrimony. But a horrible monster, a servant of the pirate master, found us. His gaze turned my beloved to stone. I can never leave her side. Here, take this ring so that I can finally forget my sorrows.
You got the ring. Gee, it looks pretty old.
Kinda like me.
So there you go, that's my update, and I'm about 4 episodes into 0080s, so I have 2 more episodes, and I have a feeling a lot of that is going to be, like, Al questioning his decisions up to this point, because, like I said, up to this point in this episode, the Gundam has been revealed, and he's killed at least over 100 Zakus, so a bunch of the school kids who were very pro-Zaku on the schoolyard are now pro-Fetty because of the Gundam. And thus, when, like, all of his best friends who were all, like, pro-Xeon with him, he's kind of dumbfounded because now they're all fans of the Gundam. And actually gets kind of mad at them.
That's odd. There's a circular indentation here. Attach 3? Yes.
It clicks into place.
Oh, now you have to play a game?
Yeah, little match game. But before I do that...
Save, yeah, go ahead and do that. So I love the fact that, like, basically Al's life, where it was super, super positive for 3 episodes, now is kind of getting turned on its head because of the Gundam.
Hey girl, cute getup. You here for spring break? Huh?
It's us too, but look at this lame swimming hole. It's all dried up.
I can't sunbathe without a proper pool. Psh, this place is a total ripoff.
If you can't swim, we might as well eat. I'll get the ham all set up. The ham?
Yep.
Oh, that's a big thing of ham right there. Oh, can we suck it up? We got the ham steak.
Why? Why did we get the... Where's the manager?
You'll see in a minute why we need it. What? A pool with no water is such a shame.